Hey guys, so I left the hotel with no jacket on despite it being 20 degrees. And the reason why is because I'm just going right across the street to an authentic Mongolian restaurant because I wanted to have authentic Mongolian food for my first meal in Ulaanbaatar. And it's right here. And it's called Modern Nomads. So come with me inside and let's try some authentic Mongolian food. So here's the hours of operation. Modern Nomads is open every day, 11 to midnight. So let's go inside. The minute you walk into Modern Nomads, you can tell a lot of thought was put into the design of the restaurant. They really live up to that name with modern yet authentic nomad decor, which gives a real cool vibe, but at the same time honors the traditions and the lifestyle of the ancient Mongolian culture. The restaurant ambiance is set up for a great, authentic Mongolian dining experience. So here's the menu at Modern Nomads, and it's a pretty extensive menu overall. They have, it's a very meat-centric menu. You can see all the pictures. This one looks real good. They have a lot of mutton and other items. Here's sausage. This is a mixed platter right here. A bunch of other dishes, salads. They have a few salads, so for those that like salad, but meat pretty much comes with all the meals. Just really quickly, I don't want to spend too much time showing the menu off, but here you can see all the, here's a couple soup, a few soups to choose from, and some of the appetizers and fried items, stir-fried noodles. So quite a few items to choose from. I'm going to order a few variety of the different foods, and let's try it out. So here we are at Modern Nomads, and being that it's my first day here in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, what better way to start than eating my first meal at an authentic Mongolian restaurant? And one thing that I noticed as I walked around was today throughout Ulaanbaatar was the influence that both Russia and China have on Mongolia, since of course they're a landlocked country between those two massive countries. So when I went to the store, I saw at the CU, which is similar to a 7-Eleven, they have not just Mongolian appetizers or foods, but they also had pierogies there. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably going to get a chance to try some authentic Russian food because there's so much influence from the Russians, as well as probably some good Chinese food as well. But to start here, I'm waiting for the food to come, and they start out with some bread. So here they give you a big chunk of butter along with some bread. And let's see how it tastes. You can tell their butter is the real deal here. It's not any dairy gold that they use. This is, look how rich yellow color their butter is. So let me try it out. It's okay. The little complimentary bread's okay, but I'm sure the food that comes out next is going to be much better. Thank you. Oh wow, thank you. All right, guys, so here we are. I got some of the dishes. I'm still waiting on one dish, but I ordered a variety of things that gives a nice representation of Mongolian food. And a lot of these items, my driver that brought me from the airport to my hotel today mentioned this particular dish, which is called booze. And this dish is served at festivals as well as for the Lunar New Year that's being celebrated right now. When you visit people's houses, they keep serving you these, and they want you to eat a ton of them. And he was saying that he probably ate 50 of them during this time of celebration for the Lunar New Year. So this is a very popular dish in Mongolian cuisine. In fact, he said, you know, when Mongolians go out to eat, we don't go out for Mongolian food because Mongolians, they eat this every day. And they're very proud, of course, of their cuisine and their nomadic lifestyle. This dish right here, which is a stir-fried noodle, I wrote down what this one's called. I think this one's called Suvan or Turvin, I believe. Uh, don't shoot me if I say it wrong. I'm not Mongolian, but this dish is also served during the Nadam festival, which is a festival that's held every July, where uh, Mongolians celebrate archery, wrestling, and horseback riding, because all those things they're so proud of as nomads. And this other dish is the number one meat eaten here in Mongolia, which is lamb. So I'll give you a close shot. And my final dish comes out right here. And this is called kursher, right? Kursher? Kursher. My waiter just told me. And this also is served at the Nadam Festival. It's a meat-filled pocket, similar to, actually, it looks like a pupusa, but in the same way, they're fried and they're filled with meat. And in this case, it has mutton in it. So looking forward to trying all these different items. I'll give you a close-up of how these items look because they look delicious. Here's a close-up shot of the kursher, which is the fried meat-filled pockets right here. Also, here's the suvan or turvan, stir-fried noodles. This is the mutton ribs, and it comes with a bunch of little hot breads that they freshly bake. Doesn't that look amazing? And this is the booze that's served during the Lunar New Year. So they're dumplings, basically, filled with meat. So can't wait to try these items out. It's even hard to decide where to start with, but I think I'll start with the booze. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, which is the dumplings here. And let me grab a fork. And it looks like they put some red onion on it, as well as they put some meat on the side. So let me take a first bite of the booze. And it doesn't have any sauce, so we'll see how it is without sauce. Mm. These are delicious little meat pockets of just delicious meat dumplings. Um, oh, they do have soy sauce on the table. So the soy sauce will definitely enhance these booze. So I'm gonna put a little on. I don't know if that's traditional, but it's getting some soy sauce on it. And of course they give a little meat on it. And you know, they use a lot of mutton on their cuisine. So I have mutton here, mutton here, mutton here. And what mutton is a 3-year-old lamb. So when someone says that they're eating lamb, that's a year or less. So the lamb's going to be less fatty and, of course, more tender. But mutton's going to be slightly tougher and it's going to have more fat on it because mutton is at least 3 years old. So that's what they eat here in Mongolia. Next item I probably want to do is the meat here, which is the mutton ribs. And you could already see the thick layer of fat on these mutton. So there's going to be a lot of fat involved. If you don't like fat, this wouldn't be the dish for you. But let me take a first bite of the mutton ribs here. First impressions of the mutton is that it's not super tender, but what it is it's very tasty. Does it compare with galbi jim in Seoul, Korea? Probably not. Nothing is better than that, but these are still very tasty. They put some kind of sauce on this. It's a slightly sweet and savory sauce, and this mutton is delicious. And If you like a little fat on your ribs, these are perfect. Perfect blend of fat and meat. Mm. It's not gamey at all. So if you're worried about gaminess, these ribs, these mutton ribs are not gamey at all. They're perfect. I probably should have asked the waiter what I'm supposed to do with these little breads, because these brittle breads are pretty warm. It seems like they just baked it. Did the Mongolians invent the first um, slider? I don't know, but it's a slider now. It's good. These bones are, as I eat these muttons, the bones are starting to collect. I'm a bone collector, as you see. So I'm gonna keep eating these. These are delicious. Mm. But you know what? Let me wipe my hands off and move on to the stir-fry noodles. And this is, of course, a very popular Mongolian dish here in Mongolia. And they put a bunch of meat inside, as you see here, and vegetables. So let me take a first bite of the stir-fried noodles here. Mm. It's very similar to chow mein in style. They just fry it up with a bunch of meat and vegetables, and you can tell they use some kind of seasoning, and it's delicious. It reminds me of chow mein. And the nice thing is they don't skimp on the meat. There's a ton of meat with each bite. Last but not least, I got the flatbreads here, or the fried kirscher, as they say, and these are piping hot right now. So I don't know how I'm supposed to eat it, like a taco or what, but they're piping hot. Well, I'm gonna take a first bite so you can see the inside. Mm. So it's actually a whole piece of meat, just one whole piece inside, and they fry it in there, kind of like a really thin chicken fried steak. That's how I would describe it. Gotta say, every dish that I had here was excellent, and I would absolutely order all of these again. These mutton ribs are delicious. I'll definitely have some for later. And these booze, the stir-fried noodles, the kirscher, everything was excellent. So it just shows you that even nomads, people that live out in the open and ride horses and do archery, that even they can take whatever ingredients that are available to them in Mongolia and make delicious food out of it. So I'm really impressed by all the food here at Modern Nomads. If you're ever in Mongolia, I would definitely check it out, because there's not too many authentic Mongolian food restaurants around, and there should be, because this food is absolutely delicious. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned, as I'll have many more videos coming. Thanks, guys.